August 31st, 2024. Hi, I'm going to do a quick overview or rundown of what I think's going on with things. Let me just do it. Um, I think the final goal of the powers that be, whatever name you want to give them, is to eradicate humanity, get rid of humanity. They use psychological conditioning. They biologically tamper with us. They culturally groom us. The educational system preps us to be part of their little game with no other choice. It's preparation for a post-human society. That means after humans. As I said earlier, eradicate humanity. Um, It's kind of crazy because it takes a lot of psychological abuse and physical stress to talk a species into agreeing to its own extinction. But that's pretty much what we're looking at. We live in a hyper-controlled matrix that's meant to control our perception. They plan, manage, execute, control, and steer us in the direction they want with whatever avenue they have available to them. And we don't even know all the avenues they have available to them. You know how we're like 20 years behind on the tech? Yeah. You want to destabilize, dehumanize, demoralize through every means available. The nuclear family, mom, dad, kids, grandma, grandpa, nothing to do with the whole idea of that. And children are being indoctrinated by the state. Like, if you think your kids are yours, go try to take them out of school when there's an emergency happening and see whose kids they are. Abortion, however you feel about that. They've killed God and religion. The Pope said this year, most recently, that hell wasn't real. Hell isn't real, he said. He's the Pope, right? Did he read the Bible? So, and a couple months ago, he also said that we need to prepare for encounters with apparitions, spirits, and possibly Jesus Christ himself walking on the earth with us again. You can go back and look that stuff up. It happened this summer, I promise. So they're just trying to kill God and religion. In the UK, I can't remember. There's a church over there that's like, I guess, pretty common in everybody's neighborhood. I guess a lot of people, it was common to grow up and go to that church. It's just an everyday thing for people. And I guess there were multiple buildings in each town that were the same denomination of church over there. And now somebody, I don't know who exactly, I think they might have told them they can't even use the word church anymore. It has to be more like a social organization. And that they are kind of doing away with the idea of meeting in a building and singing and having prayers and having communion with God, listening to a preacher or pastor teach you a lesson from the Bible. Do away with that and take a walk in the woods. Yeah, so trying to kill God and religion. They're trying to kill us. There's toxins in our food, in our air, in the water, microplastics, heavy metals, pesticides, when I say they, I'm referring to Big Tobacco. I'm not naming names. This thing will get flagged. I probably already named too many names. I'm trying to be vague, but still get my point across. Anyways, Big Tobacco invested and owns a lot of food companies, probably companies that you have boxes or bags of their products in your cupboards right now. And the tobacco companies bought them. Nobody really knew about it. And the tobacco guys took their scientists that they had set to make cigarettes addictive with nicotine and I don't know how many other chemicals are in cigarettes and snuff, and told them, hey, we got food, make it addictive. And they did. Like, go to a Chick-fil-A drive-thru and park across the street about 10 a.m. in the morning. You'll see what I'm talking about. Those chicken sandwiches are not that good, I promise you. So, I'm getting off track here, I'm sorry. The social media, I mean, if you haven't caught up on that and how that's used to manipulate, influence, steer us, make us mad, that's pretty wild. And if you want to marry those two up, the social media or say your devices and the operating systems and the frequencies for 5G that they operate on, and these heavy metals, chemicals, and the pesticides, the self-assembling nanobots that are documented being in certain jabs, let's say, react to frequencies. Isn't that odd? So they've taken chemicals, elements, and designed them to respond to frequencies, and these little pieces of atoms that are smaller than a human hair can assemble themselves into machines. I've seen one of the early things was like a basket, like single like an egg basket, but it's got a cover on the top of it too. And connecting the top half of the basket and the bottom half of the basket are DNA strands that they've built. And there's a RNA key, basically. So you can put a super lethal poison in your Easter egg basket and put it in somebody somehow. And they're fine. Because this super poison is still inside your Easter egg basket until they want to turn on the right frequency or have you ingest something with the right chemical or mRNA strand in it that will unlock that DNA and open the Easter egg basket, and you get your super lethal toxin released in the body then, and this could be years after the Easter egg basket was originally introduced into your body, and the whole time you're none the wiser of the situation. Getting off track again. They're using the social media to replace real life interactions too. You know, why I said back in high school when VR, aged myself here, I graduated in 1993, and VR was just starting to become a thing. I said, why is anybody going to leave their house anymore? Why would you leave your air conditioned room where you could be the star quarterback or win a motocross championship or be the star cheerleader or the prom queen and never leave your room? Now they've got technology they're talking about using on prisoners where they strap something to your head and they inject memories basically. In a couple of minutes, they make you go through years of what you did to somebody else so you learn your lesson. Can you even start to imagine the rabbit holes that can lead to? Who said that was okay to make that? Like, really? Does there even need to be somebody that needs to say, don't make that? Financial crisis on the horizon. The BRICS versus the US petrodollar. Heard the other day that it takes 55 US dollars to equal one of the BRICS equivalent dollar, whatever they call it in the BRICS system. The whole, oh man, the constant fear mongering with everything. The wars, the impending monkeypox, there's a triple E virus that's here. I mean, it's just constant fear mongering. So everybody's always stressed out and tired and can't think straight. That's the point. They're forcing humanity away from their native strength, purpose, and security. So we're ignorant, weak, immoral, unhealthy. That kind of population makes an easy target. Masculinity is under attack too. I wonder why men don't want to date women anymore. I think maybe the feminism movement went a little too far a long time ago. And they're teaching our kids in school without even asking us that gender's a choice. So there's my overview. I'll come back and touch on these subjects more in detail. I just wanted to make everybody hip to how some things are connected, and hope you enjoyed. God bless.